Nothing is better than revisionist history these days. So let's talk about this crazy amount of revisionist history that we have for phases 1, 2, and 3, and why people are falling for it. I want you to sit back for a second and think about Iron Man 1. Think about it for a second. When did that film release? How long ago? The answer is over 15 years ago. Iron Man 1 is now nostalgic. I remember seeing Iron Man 1. I worked at a video store. At that point, I wasn't even married yet. And when it came to my free time, I was still playing the brand new release, trying to 100% Mass Effect 1 and BioShock. The reason I'm saying all of this is because we've hit the point of nostalgia where revisionist history now has become a plague. And this isn't anything new. I said it in other videos, this happened with Star Wars. We went through hating the prequels, and if you watched the prequels, you were hated by everybody. To now, nostalgically, they are considered the best Star Wars trilogy by seemingly most of YouTube at this point. Which is funny to me because if you remove just 10 years off the MCU, glasses, right? And revisionist history glasses, and you look back at the past, The Incredible Hulk was outright hated, spit on, and ignored. Anytime somebody was making top 10 lists in the lead up to Avengers Endgame, Incredible Hulk was at the bottom of the list, along with Iron Man 2, Thor the Dark World, Thor 1, Captain America the First Avenger, Ant-Man 1. They were always on many people's bottom. And then suddenly after Endgame, and we start getting The Grift, suddenly The Incredible Hulk is a masterpiece. It was great. Everybody always loved it. Iron Man 2, oh, definitely up there, on par with Iron Man 1. Everybody loved Iron Man 2. Captain America the First Avenger, unique. Wholly different. You never get films like this anymore. The MCU is creatively bankrupt. And it's truly become a plague on everything because people are stopping themselves now from enjoying new content and just enjoying a film that's a 6.5 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10 because revisionist history now is telling them everything was a 9 or a 10. But The Incredible Hulk, in reality, is a 5.5 across the board, with most people's reviews and updates. Sure, people can now go to Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb and update reviews in a modern way and give that film a 9 and it affects the score, but that stands. The first Captain America still stands as one of people's least favorite films in the MCU. And all you have to do is just to look at how people talked about it back then and where they placed it. And we've entered a day and age now where as long as you can apply revisionist history to everything and anything, people will fall for it. Like how people are now getting nostalgic for Age of Ultron. I've seen people who actively hated that film and called it inferior to most other comic book films. People I know who said the Justice League theatrical cut was better than Age of Ultron are now out there going, you know what? Age of Ultron was a great film. We need to get back to that. It's a plague. Revisionist history is a plague. And people can't realize that they're literally saying the opposite of what they said 10 years ago because they've been grifted.